Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another WIP Wednesday. I can't believe we're nearly in August already. It is just, this year is shocking. Totally shocking. Anyway, hope you're all well and safe and happy, and you're joining us for a WIP and chat. So grab a coffee, grab a project, whatever your whatever your drink of choice is, whatever your project is currently, and come and sit with me and Ali while we work on this half drill, they call it, at victoriasmoon.co.uk. That was sent to us for review, and just as we were setting up, I realised I think I accidentally binned. Hold on a minute, let me move this down a second down. It has a special gem, one here and one here on its head. This one I found from an old diamond painting I had, the owl one. But the other one I think's accidentally got binned. When we kitted up, I threw all the bags in the bin when we finished, but I forgot that the two special drills were on the table, so totally my fault. But we'll make it work. Anyway, the rest of today is not going to be like that, I can reassure you. So how are you guys been? Hopefully you're having a good week. Me and Ali are having quite a productive one, actually. I have printed her off a sheet, just like mine, for keeping like tabs on how much she's stitching during the week, because she has now had one of my heids that is half kitted, so she's got some to start, and then I've ordered some more which should be in at some point this week, so she can change colour if she likes, and then I'll just keep ordering them every week. And she's actually made a pretty good start. Look at these guys. I hope you can see that. They are ABs. Just in case you don't know, that stands for Aurora Borealis, because they shimmer on top. There's a special coating. And these look amazing. I think there's 3 ABs in this. Yep. We've got like a purple and then a darker purple as well. Ellie has been waiting and waiting and waiting for us to start this one. She wanted to do it the other day after we finished the fairy one, but I said no, because I've agreed with Alvina from victoriasmoon.co.uk that we would do this one as a WIP and chat, so show it off sort of thing. The glue smells quite strong on this one, which isn't like the other ones I've had from there. They do, all glue smells, but they do have a certain smell. This one's just a little bit stronger. And if you go onto their website, they're actually called half drills, not partials or not special drills. They are called half drills. But I will put a link to this if I can find it. I couldn't find it last time, I don't think. I will put it in the description box for you just in case. And I'll also put a general link to Victoria's Moon website, so you can just pop on over and have a look, because they do paint by numbers, they do these half drills, and then they do the full drill kits too. Oops. Our weather here has picked up again. It was a bit showery yesterday. I was supposed to do grocery shopping yesterday, but I wasn't feeling too clever. That's twice I've picked that drill up and it's not done it. I wasn't feeling too clever yesterday, and I can't explain. I don't know, I didn't have a very good night's sleep. Some nights I don't anyway, but I spent most of the night. It's really weird. It was like pins and needles, but not full on in my arms and legs overnight. And I couldn't sleep because then I had restless legs, and then Yeah, so I didn't feel too clever yesterday. I just didn't fancy, because we walked down to our supermarket and we walked back. And I just didn't fancy it yesterday because my legs felt weak. Today I'm not too bad. I still have a bit of the tingling now and again. It's really weird. It makes my arms just ache and feel just weak. But at the moment it doesn't stop me cross stitching and diamond painting, so I'm not going to complain too much. Me and Ellie had quite the day yesterday, didn't we, Elle? A day of cross stitch. We got all the housework done, sorted in the morning, and that was it. Me and Ellie were set for the day. And okay, she now finally understands why I have so many different projects on the go. She started her Haid, what, 3 days ago?
Today 4.
Over the weekend anyway. And yesterday we sat stitching. Oh my god, we must have been there like 2-3 hours. And then she said, can I swap this one out for my other one? She's only got the one frame. Well, yeah, why do you need to ask? I'm bored of this one now. It's just, she's working on a massive patch of blue. So I said, yeah, switch it out. So I did it for her. And she now finally understands why I have so many different projects on the go, because it can get boring. And I found some fabric on AliExpress. I know I'll have to wait a bit longer for it, but considering the postage is free and it's cheaper, I'm going to do that. It's for Riley's to restart. I think I've made my decision. I don't think I know. I'm going to go with 18 count. I know it was a bit bulky, a little bit bulky on Ellie's cross stitch, but it came out okay and the coverage was nice and whatever. So I'm going to do that. If I order it in the UK for the right size, it's about 10, 11, between 10 and 12 pound. I just happened to be on AliExpress yesterday and it's $7.99 and it's bigger than the ones I was going to get from the UK, so I'm going to do that. I think Riley's happy to wait because he wants it to be perfect too, so his will be put on the back burner for a little while. So I've got to unpick that at some point and use that fabric for a different project. And we've also, although we're doing this one for the WIP and chats, this diamond painting, me and Ali have also started, because we have one that we just do during the day that's off camera. So we have been doing Riley's, oh, don't stick it to the canvas. Riley's minion. We've done all the backgrounds so far because that was the worst bit, wasn't it, Elle? So we just sat down, cracked on, and we've even been discussing what we're doing next. So I think Riley's Mario and Yoshi one's already kitted up, so when the minion one's done I can take them tubs and kit up another one. So it's decision time. I think Ellie said we're going to do Riley's Toy Story one. It's Woody and Buzz, isn't it? And then we've got all the other ones from Paula that still need to be done, which we're actually getting sort of around to now. Oops. These are amazing on the canvas. So I don't know if the coating comes off these things, but some of them aren't as coated as others. What, the sun's gone in? Yeah, you'll have to put up with the light a little bit. The sun's in, then it's out, then it's in, then it's out. So it kind of, the light goes up and down. But at least it's not raining. Yesterday was a mixed bag of showers and yeah. And today it's warm. But not too warm, thankfully. There's a nice breeze. But when you're walking back with two big trolleys of shopping, you're sweating by the time you get home. I have two granny trolleys, as Rob calls them. And you know what, I don't mind dragging them up the road because they're on wheels and it saves my arms because I can't carry anything too heavy anymore. So we have two trolleys full plus a bag in my hand. And when you're dragging them, oh geez, you kind of got sweat running down your face by the time you get home. So you almost need a shower. I keep sticking to the canvas. Oh, me and Ellie, we've had some right laughs the last few days doing diamond painting and all sorts, haven't we, El? The last, Riley's minion one, I've always said to Ellie, you can't help but like get your finger stuck on the canvas because you kind of use your finger to place it, don't you? You put your finger down to steady your hand, whatever. And I kept doing that and I kept getting stuck to the canvas and I'd pull my finger off just as she was about to place a drill and the canvas actually came up and took the drill from her. And we were in hysterics about it because it just kept going on. Just a shame it didn't always put the diamond in the right place, like. But Riley's excited anyway because he knows his are getting done now. He still doesn't know about the Mario. Someone dropped something, I knock on the door. He still doesn't know about his Mario and Yoshi one, so that'll be a nice surprise, and Ellie's going to help me with that one. Actually, Elle, I don't mind the smell of that glue. I know you're not supposed to sniff glue, but there's just a certain smell with diamond paintings and the glue. I quite like it. I shouldn't, but I do. It is what it is. It's just one of them smells you like, isn't it? Like, don't judge me for this, guys, but the smell of petrol. I used to love filling the car up at the petrol station because I loved the smell. So did Rob, to be honest. So we'd always argue about who was going to fill the car up. Oh, nuts. And Ellie's already been looking at some old Haid charts we have. Picking a new one. So Fridays are going to be busy on my flash tube now. Not only showing my progress, but showing hers as well. But to be fair, the Haid that she started the other day, the only real fabric I had that was big enough for it, I think is a 27 count. My eyes just go cross-eyed when I'm trying to count squares, so it's about 27. So for her stitching, that's actually quite small. And she sat stitching on that for 4 or 5 hours maybe. It might have been 2, 3. I honestly don't remember. But anyway, she got quite a lot done. And I'm amazed because like I just looked at these squares. Yeah, I'd need a magnifying glass for that one. And then when she switched from that one to her 14 count pandemic, she was like, wow, they're big. It is quite the difference, isn't it? She's made a couple of mistakes, not on the Haid, apart from all the knots. Oh my goodness. But I taught her yesterday how to undo knots. So, like a boss, she undone about 7 or 8. She said to me, how do you not get knots? She jinxed me. I swear to God, she jinxed me. Because after she said that, I had multiple knots. And I was like, really? Come on. Just... She shouldn't have said anything. Because it just... I ban her from speaking now. She's not allowed to say anything. But I know she's got a knot when she goes, oh, I give up. That normally either means she's made a mistake or she's got a knot.
I found it
Most
funny.
of the time, it's a knot.
I made a mistake and I redid it.
Yeah! Was that on your pandemic or was that on the Haid? It was the Haid, wasn't it? She stitched these 4 squares in a square. And then she carried on, and then, like, after 5 or 6 stitches more, she realised that the 4 squares that she'd placed were in the wrong place. She'd actually stitched them 1 stitch to the right too many. So I unpicked all the 6 or so stitches she did beforehand and the 4 stitches that she did wrong. She redid the 4 stitches. Was it then you noticed, or was it just after?
Just after.
She noticed she put them back in the exact same place I just unpicked them from. Oh my days. I wouldn't mind, right, but I'd drawn the 10 by 10 squares on for her. She can't go wrong because she's following the 10 by 10 grid on Pattern Keeper. And I was just, really? Oh dear. I'm just glad we can laugh about it and it doesn't put her off, because there's been times when... And where did that just go? I don't know. Yeah, there's been times when I've made a mistake and I've put it away. That's it. I can't deal with it mentally now because I've made a mistake. So I said to her, oh no, this was the pandemic one later on. Yeah, she sorted it anyway. It wasn't long after that she said, can I switch to my pandemic chart now? And we switched it out to find she'd made a mistake on that one. She gave it me and said, I can't figure it out, I think.
There was a loop and a strand.
Oh, yeah. For whatever reason, because she's working 2 strands, I take one long one and fold it in half so that she can, like, do the loop method to tie her thread in at the beginning. And for some reason, although she'd said she'd tied the thread in, she hadn't pulled it all the way down, so there was a loop, and she hadn't noticed it straight away. And when she'd done like 10, 11, possibly even 12 more stitches after that, the needle caught it and pulled the loop through to the front.
And the strand.
Yeah, so I had to undo it all. And she just looked at me. I said, right, now I've undone it. You need to do it again, what you've already done. And she said, why? Because if you don't do it now, it'll put you off. I know, because I've been there. If you just carry on quickly and get back to where you were before I undid them, you'll feel better about getting it out again after tea or whatever, because I was going to do tea at that point. And she did, bless her. And it didn't put her off, so she's on the right track. She's doing good. I need to get some more needles now because she's having to switch needles between projects because I've got a needle in all my projects and she's only got one. So I tell you what, whoever thought it was a good idea to teach my daughter to cross stitch, they're mad, because my cross stitch spending has now doubled, and and she's pinching my half kitted up projects. She's not having the other 2, not a chance. I like them too. the one especially, Mini Together I think it's called. It's like a stairway to heaven. That's special to me. So she won't be having that one unless she gets her own fabric. And like puts it on Pattern Keeper. She can, I suppose, do it. She doesn't need much art. She can just load it into Pattern Keeper. And she's got Pattern Keeper on my old tablet while I have Pattern Keeper on my new one, so we don't interfere with each other. And I've even got Riley now saying, can I learn to cross stitch? And I'm like, oh my God, please no. My cross stitch spending will triple. And I'm just, no. Find another hobby. We'll learn something new together. But yeah, it's all good fun here. We're staying sheltered still, even though things are opening up and people are going back to normal a little bit. We're staying sheltered because I'm not willing to take the risk. And the kids don't want to take the risk either. It's not just that we're forcing it on them, right, you've got to stay in, you can't go out, you can't do this. They'd rather stay in. So the cross stitching, that's keeping Ellie occupied. And if Ellie's occupied with cross stitch, Riley's occupied with the Xbox. So it's a win-win. I'm just going to try and look for a nice little kit, like for a new starter, because he's only 8 and he might not want to do it after he's done a few stitches. So I don't want to go spending lots of money on a kit that he's never going to do. Ellie has surprised me, if I'm being brutally honest, because a few years ago she had some beginner kits, didn't you, El? The like plastic canvas ones to learn, and she never really took to it. But I never thought that perhaps that was because they were just too childish, too naff, you know. So the fact that she's actually picked it up, she's started two kits now, and one's a Haid, you know. She shocked me that she stuck to it and is enjoying it still. So just watch this space for progress now. And we'll see in a couple of weeks' time if she's still... That's Riley getting off his bed. Yeah, we'll see in a couple of weeks if she's still on it. I can't see why not, because she stood over me last Friday doing my flash tube, making sure I didn't forget to show her project. And that was just the one. Now she's got 2. But when she's older and it isn't an issue on YouTube, she can join me in my videos if she likes. And she's nodding, so I assume that means, oh yeah. But what with the children protection thing that is on YouTube, it won't be yet. Although Ellie has an advantage. Although she's only 11, she looks older than 11. She's the same height as Tyler. She's nearly as tall as me in my short 5'4" frame.
Shoe size?
Yeah, you're almost equal to my shoe size. She's the size below my feet now. I'm a 7, she's a 6, and I'm like...
No, I'm a 7.
Are you?
Yeah.
Did we buy 7s the last time? Okay then, I take that back. Rob's mom was a very tall lady and broad, and she had size 10 feet, so she was tall, very, very tall. And it sort of explains where my eldest son gets it from. I think he's 6 foot or 6'1". You know, I'm only 5'4". You know, he overtook me at about 14. Yeah, you can kind of see where Ellie's going to go then. It's no fun being the tallest though, Ellie. So everyone has to look up at you and you stand out. Let's just hope your growth stops before you hit that point. We'll see, eh? No nicking my shoes. Just because we're the same size.
You nick mine.
Which ones? Your sliders?
Mm-hmm.
That's different.
They're still shoes.
They're just sliders.
They're still shoes.
When I haven't got my shoes on and I need to go and just run some recycling out to the recycling pot or the recycling bag, I just slip the sliders on. It's easy. No, wrong one.
They're actually a size 6.
Watch your tray. I'm going to move it down because I've gone up here now and I don't think they can see. Sorry, guys. I would say you should shout at me and tell me, but, can't hear you. Just make sure it doesn't fall off the table now. Right, can you see where I am now? No! Oh, my days. I'm going to end up working around the camera. That's it.
It's on the lap.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I can't pick this drill up now. Pick it up. I said pick it up, not drop it. Oh, I've got to change my wax again. That'll be twice. Some gems it just picks up and others it doesn't want to know. No, it doesn't want to know at all. Have you stuck yourself to the canvas? It's probably not a good idea. I'm going to have to change my wax. And have a sip of coffee at the same time. Oops. I don't actually know what I did with the old bit of wax,
The what?
The old bit of wax, I put it here somewhere.
I have a piece here.
Put it in there then, because then I always know where they are.
I can't.
Where's the wax? Did you throw it back over here?
What was that?
The air in my pen. Did you guys hear that? Boop. That was me pushing the wax into my pen and it blowing the air out. That's better. There you go. And we're off. These are absolutely gorgeous. Come on, never mind watching me pop mine down.
It's funny because you can hear a noise every time you put down and pull up.
Not always. See, told you. Not always. Depends how hard I pick up my drill, I think. God, my boiler's going on and off just because the washing machine's on. Ah, dear. Thank you to everyone who's been leaving me comments lately. I have enjoyed reading other people's comments, what they've been up to, and because everyone's in kind of a different stage, aren't they, with this coronavirus and everything. Some are like still sheltering, some aren't. Rob's been buying me some funky face masks. I got a black one with white spots. I now have a pink one with white hearts. Ellie has one that looks
tie-dye kind of thing.
Kind of like a unicorn splatter. It's like blue, pastel colours, blue, pink, lilac, with like white spatters. It looks like someone's got a paintbrush and flicked it across. What? Ellie said unicorn poop. She didn't want to say it out loud. Oh, where did me drug?
My hair.
You just stuck your hair to the canvas. I did that the other day. It's not a good idea, you know. Oh, the other day, I tell you. Before we finished the fairy, I came across a patch on the glue that wasn't sticky. And I said to Ellie, when I had that last Victoria's Moon, they always put a spare piece of double-sided adhesive in the kit.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. So I started looking for it. I went through everything, absolutely everything.
Like
now you guys know I have a pile of stuff because I've told you I have a pile of stuff. Yeah, it's getting excessive, but shh. I went through everything, every little basket, every bag. In the end, I think I must have been looking for it for like 45 minutes or so. I just sat at the table and I was like, I don't know what to do now. And Ellie opened the tub that we've got the drills in and she went, is this it? I'm not kidding you guys, right? It was it. And it had been in there the whole time. And she only thought after 45 minutes of me looking for this blinking double-sided adhesive to say, is this it? Never before in my life have I wanted to fish slap someone so bad. Honestly, man, you could have said that like 45 minutes ago. She says, well, I didn't know if it was. Well, you could have asked and then it would have saved me looking. Anyway, needless to say, you've seen the fairy completed, so you know I found it. You know I did it. And so, thanks to Victoria's Moon, it came in handy. They're the only ones I think I know of that add that extra bit of double-sided adhesive just in case. And I've never had to use it before, and it wasn't even on the Victoria's Moon, it was a Tin Me Arts. But I'm not sure if it's human error, like my fault that sticky was gone. I don't know. So I'm not going to say it was Tin Me Arts' fault because I don't think it was when it came, however long ago that was. We've just got like, whoops, sorry, an abundance of diamond paintings that we are sort of trying to get through now. We kind of configure our day really. In the morning, perhaps, not this morning because I went grocery shopping, but like in the morning we'll do a bit of diamond painting, then we'll grab our cross stitch and we'll go and sit down and do a couple of hours of that. And then if I get fed up and I need to walk away from the cross stitch, I'll come and sit at the table and I'll just place a few more. And I'm finding it's getting through them that bit quicker now, which is good. Are you sick of your colour yet, Ellie? Because I am.
Not really.
That's so pretty though. I'm hoping that like sparkles
From here,
as an AB as much as it does for me. For you guys,
this one looks cool.
I like it. We'll have to get the pins out, stick them on your wall. Blue tack's no good.
Just fall down.
And you nick it anyway. Ellie used to have this thing about pinching blue tack and trying to make it a bit slimier. So she had
Hand cream?
yeah, slime sort of. And my blue tack kept slowly disappearing and all the pictures were slowly coming off the wall. You just stuck to it again?
Yeah.
That's perhaps not so smart. Oh, pick it up. Dropped it again. what we're doing after then, Ellie. More cross stitch. Living room window's open, so my door keeps pulling. I do apologise if you can hear that. It's actually quiet here today. Normally there's a lot of noise going on outside. There has been the last couple of days anyway, because there's been workmen out the back. And today it's so calm, so peaceful. Until Ellie puts YouTube on. Mind you, we've been watching a lot of cross stitch videos together the last few days. Been putting them on the telly. And like Ellie's just been kind of in awe at how many projects other people have got on the go. And I say, see, and you say I've got a lot. They've got like twice as many as I have, you know. But it's a necessity now. Even she understands that now. Now to just convince Riley that, you know, it is normal to have so many things on the go. I do nag at Ellie though. She puts on these blinking videos of people playing Fortnite. They live stream and stuff, and I'm like, what's fun in watching someone else play Fortnite? Why don't you just go and play it yourself? And my kids look at me like I'm the one that's not understanding. See, she's sitting there nodding at me like, no, Mum, you just don't get it. And some of them, oh my gosh, they are screechy. You know, when they get excited when they're playing. I mean, and these are like young adults, you know, like 19, possibly 20s. And when they get excited, they screech. And it's like, oh my God, my ears. And Ella's just like, yeah, they're always like that. Really? I'd have a headache 10 minutes in. She put one on the other day and then I begged her not to put another one on after it. Please don't. I can't cope with that anymore. Yep, sticking to the canvas again. I've got loads of this pink left yet. It's all around there, look.
I got blue spread all the way around here.
I'll put some more in.
Yeah, I need some more as well.
I do like them, they look lovely.
My arm's dead.
They sparkle well.
Ow. It hurts.
That's when you know you've been doing well. Your arm aches. Oh, drink my coffee before it goes cold. Oh dear.
That hurt.
Does it sometimes when you stretch? Spend ages leaning over the table doing your diamond painting, and then you sit up. And that's when you realise just how long you've been sat there like that, because it hurts to sit straight. I know it's not good for your posture and all, but you kind of have to lean over, don't you, to diamond paint, so. It's the wind. Oops. No, it's peaceful, isn't it? It's even better on a really sunny day, because you can hear the birds out the back, and because like they fly between the houses this side and the back of the shops that side, it kind of echoes, and it sounds so lovely to sit and listen to. I love it. And they're the days I like to sit in the garden. It's just so relaxing. We've got a big bush. I don't even know what it is. It was there when we moved in, but it's like right by our back door, but just outside the back fence. It's in our front garden, but at the side of the house, if that makes sense. And all the birds like to gather in there, and they sit there singing. And it comes in through the back door, you can hear it. And when there's a few of them, it's so lovely. Really, really nice. And that's when you find Binks sitting at the bottom of the fence staring at this bush. And I don't scare him, but I don't let him go after the birds. He's brought me 2 already. 1 dead, 1 alive. And I'm like, he's so horrible. And when he's got one, he just looks at you like, come near me, I'm going to run. And Luna, well, she doesn't do things by halves. She doesn't just bring me a bird. She brings me a pigeon. And it was still alive. It was flapping in my kitchen. But I knew something was wrong because she has this really funny meow. It's kind of loud and long. And you know she's got something that she probably shouldn't have. Because she did it once when she pinched a sausage off my other half's plate on the side. She shouldn't have been on the side. But I heard this loud meow and I suddenly realised, because I was in the front, that I'd left his tea on the side because he was upstairs. And she was on the floor with this sausage in her mouth. But anyway, she did that same meow when she brought the pigeon in. And I thought, oh no, what's she had now? And I went in and there's this pigeon. She's cornered it and she's meowing at it. And this poor bird's looking at me like, for God's sake, get me out of here. So I just picked Luna up and sort of shooed the pigeon out the back door. I know they like to bring us presents, but, you know, no thanks. Bring me a mouse instead, I can handle that. Poor little birdies. Yeah, I don't mean like I like it. That's not what Ellie's pulling her face like she's going to be sick.
You'd rather have them than a bird.
I'd rather they kill a mouse, yes. Not the birdies. We did used to put a bell collar on Binks, but he kept coming home without them, so we kind of give up on that one. I think he learnt the birds knew he was there with that. Oh, I have got one. I'm losing my grip. Sliding down my pen. Now Luna, she's complete opposite to Binks. Binks is like chilled, laid back, although he's a nervous cat, especially when Riley decides he's going to run around the house like, you know, like a bolt of lightning. He's very, very wary of Riley. But other than that, he's quite chilled, he's quite relaxed. And a few months after we had him, he got used to the sugar gliders and he didn't bother with them of an evening because when it's winter they come out, they wake up early because it's dark already, mist. And after the first few months of him sitting by the cage staring at them and, you know, wanting to play, it doesn't bother anymore. He sits on the settee or on the chair, wherever he's lying. He looks Puts his head back down and goes to sleep. Now Luna, well, we've had Luna a year and 3 months nearly. Yeah. And she still sits by the cage every night, wide eyes. She even jumps up at the cage. We caught her clinging to the side of the cage yesterday. You'd think she'd have kind of grown out of it now, because she knows she can't get at them. They're in a cage, and when they're out, they're in the pouches, which me and Rob wear. So she can't get at them, so you kind of think she'd have given up by now. You know, a year and 3 months in, but no. She still sits at the side of the cage, waiting for one to come down. They know she's there as well. They're not stupid. I dropped it. So it doesn't get her anywhere. Oh. No. Get off. I got a dead arm. I better drink my coffee before it goes cold. A couple of whip and chats with this, we'll have it finished. I can't believe I've binned them gems. I'm absolutely gutted with myself because I'm an idiot. You've had enough now, haven't you, Elle? Yep. You can tell when she's had enough. She kind of leans back in her chair and sighs. Yep, the lid's gone on a pen. It's game over.
My shoulder's dead.
What's it on?
47.
Huh?
47.
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I'll let you guys go in a second then. I'm not sure if I said in last week's actually, but Ellie's secondary school uniform came. So gutted. They grow up so fast. And she's had to have the bigger sizes. Now, that's not because she's fat, because she isn't. Far from it. She is just solid. You know, you can get these really petite people and then you can get these not fat but solid people. She's the solid person. But very tall with it as well, so she's had to have the bigger sizes. Not just for the belly, but just so the legs are long enough as well. And she tried her jacket on. And her PE leggings. And her PE shirt. Time flies. I've just dropped that. Where did it go? Time flies and I don't like it. Can you see it? Sure, I dropped one. I'm not seeing it, are you?
No.
Oh well. Probably fell back in the tray then. Just. No. What? Sour. That's what you get for eating sour sweets. Where's your cross-stitch bag now, Al?
Upstairs.
I take it we're doing that next.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. I need to go and leave comments now on all the videos we watched. Sounds like an ambulance. What was that? Right, guys, missed. I am going to let you go. Thank you to everyone who leaves me a comment. I enjoy reading the comments, and you'll always know I've read them if I heart them. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed to my channels and watches my videos. You're all amazing. I hope you are... No, I hope you have an awesome rest of your week. Stay safe, as usual. You know, wear your mask if necessary. Do whatever you need to do. And I will catch you on Friday for my regular floss tube update and Ellie's. And I'll see you then. Bye, guys.